Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Craft and Chat. Hopefully, everybody is doing good today. I got some things to show you guys. Of course, I already showed them to you on a short. So I'm checking to see if it says I'm live. Oh, sorry. User error. Okay. Don't come for me, Jesse. Okay. I know you're going to do it first thing. Let's see who's here first. Then I'm going to give you the poll results from last week, which I did put a poll up. We'll give you the poll results of Ellie and how that is going to go, what her new name is going to be now that we figured out she's a dude. So I got to get that in my head to start doing that as well. But Joe Fix It For You is here. Good morning, my dear. There is Tamara, Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank. I got my coffee, Tamara. There is Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Good morning, Rebecca. Nanny Tam is here this morning. She said good morning. Everybody's saying good morning to each other. There is Lazy Days Ahead with Jessie and Lisa, my Bubba and Sissy over there. Good morning, but first coffee. You are so right. First coffee. Let me be the first to say good morning to the newest male addition to the family. Morning, Elliot. How do you know, you turd? You looked, didn't you? You looked. Yeah. Jesse's so Elliot is official because Jesse, everybody loves to follow Jesse's lead. He's a leader. He's a natural born leader. So yeah, that Elliot was the winner. If I'm not mistaken, it was by 63%. So yeah, overwhelmingly, kind of like how Trump got in office is how Ellie became Elliot. So yes, he's got a name now that is correct. Jesse said, according to the poll results, Joey Elliott was the winner. So, yes, you're right. So, now in the pen outside is Trey, Toby, and Elliot. Okay. So, 67% of votes. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah. Elliot won by 63%. Charlie got 21. Dobby got 16. And Jacob got 0. Oh, that's kind of sad. What did Nanny Tam said? I was just teasing Jesse. I assume it was correct to the poll. Sorry, I was zooming down to see who all said hello because I know you guys can hear. I hope you can hear the little chirping in the back. And they already have names, and I'm super excited to share the names with you guys. I may not always be right, but I'm never wrong. Of course. What on earth was I thinking? That's right, Nanny Tam. What were we thinking that we were going to be wrong? There is Troy Sutton. Good morning, Troy. How are you? I hope you're doing good today. It's beautiful outside today. The sun is shining. We were supposed to have a couple of days of rain, but that went right on by us. I think it skirted right below us. So we never got a drop. So I've been watering plants, and I still have lots of plants left, guys. I've been watering plants with poopy duck water, which is really good for them. It's just another reason to get ducks. You need ducks in your life, people. You need them. Nanny, I accept, and you're welcome. Anytime. Yeah, he is a goof, isn't he, Nanny Tam? Okay. Lisa, the boss is in now. She said, check yourself. Okay, just chill out. Okay, take a pause. I know your head is feeling this big right now, but just take a beat. Okay. She said, you ain't all that in this household. You may be like that out on YouTube, but in this house, everything's on a level playing field. Good morning, Bowen. How are you? Excuse me. I hope you are doing well this morning. I wore your shirt yesterday. I'm telling you, that Thunderstick Ministry shirt is one of the most comfortable t-shirts I have. And I was wearing it yesterday. So every time I wear it, I think of you. Thank you so much. 9 for 9 thumbs up. Oh, thank you. We got 17 in here now, so I've been chitty chatting and not look, but hopefully it's more. Please don't forget that thumbs up if you feel so inclined this morning. And let's see. Oh, Drunken Chef, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good this morning. There's Gillum Farms. Hello, Johnny. Can't chat, but hello to all. Well, please listen in because I have something, if Christine is working, that I think you're going to want to share with her. It's super awesome. Yeah, they are trendsetters, aren't they? Everybody's saying good morning to everybody. Elliot has a mandate now. Yeah. Aha. I see what you did there, Jesse. Yeah, you're super funny. There's Lori Carp. Good morning, Lori. I hope you're doing good today. The Bud Files is in. Hello to you. Everybody's saying hello. There's Wendy at Hardneck Farms. I'm here on the phone, but here. All right, Wendy. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Jesse said, sorry, Ginger, I didn't mean to steal your thunder. I just assumed everybody stalked your channel. Not like you and Jess, you and Joey, or Jesse and Joey. Am I the only one without sound? Yes, I think so. Because yeah, sound is good. I got it. Everybody hears me. Let's see. Hey y'all. Hope everyone, this is Josh at Rivers to Roots Outdoors. Hey y'all, hope everyone is doing well in y'all's neck of the woods, fixing to head out and cross over the USA. Woohoo! We are so excited for you guys. 6 kids, 2 adults. They're making their way. I'm sure it has been quite an adventure. Oh, dang. Me and Tim said we were drowned for 3 days this morning. It is 51 and sunny. Yes, it's beautiful here. I don't know the exact temp now, but it is gorgeous and nice and sunny. Yeah. So I'm going to go out there and I am going to plant some kale because kale is very, like cold hardy. So I'm going to plant some kale and I'm very excited to get that some more in the ground. I've been planting kale everywhere because kale is really good for you, especially if you are if you are low in iron and you need iron in your diet. It is definitely very good for you. So yeah, I'm going to plant some kale. There is Ed at Whistle Stop Homestead. He had asked me in Wendy's live last night, what time is it again? What time is it again you go live? Because I forget. I can never get on there. So I'm so glad you made it in. There is Piggy's Piddles. Hey, Piggy. I hope you and Eileen are doing good. Let's see. I'm glad you like it. Not sure why it's so soft. Maybe Jesus made it softer because they should be just like Christine's. Or did you mean Christians? I don't know. Maybe you meant Christine's shirts too. Hello, good morning, Arlene. I hope you're doing good. Everybody's saying good morning to one another. Thank you so much for coming in here. I appreciate it so much. And thank you, Jesse, for dropping links. I appreciate that as well. Joey, stop trying to gaslight me, okay? I see you. I still can't hear her. Don't do that, okay? Jesse said it is sunny and 75 here in Houston. I'm glad they're knocking on the door. Okay, there is Lone Cross Scotty. Hello. I hope you guys are praying for Scotty and Karen. Please keep them in your prayers, as well as Lisa's mom. And I think she is doing very well, but still is in need of prayer. I say doing very well. She is not back to where she was, but she is definitely working in that. And I feel like God is really working in her life. And I'm sure that all the prayers are appreciated for everyone, actually. Virginia Alexander needs prayers. Josh and his family, please make sure that you pray for them, for their traveling, because that is a lot of stuff to haul a very long way. And people and trying to keep everybody happy and keep everything running correctly. There's just so many moving parts and so many variables that we just need to really just cover them in prayer, because they need it with all that traveling. If my memory serves, it probably don't. You got one of the last shirts from Bonfire, and when I picked out those, I just chose the same shirt style Christine Gillum had because I didn't know what to pick. Oh, well, then there you go. That is it. It is the same as Christine's. Oh, you are very welcome. You're very welcome, Lisa. My 83-year-old brother-in-law has surgery this morning. Oh, well, make sure that you pray for Christy's brother-in-law. Um, Hopefully it's something that's easy. I mean, no surgery is easy to recover from, but hopefully it is something easy, and to guide the surgeon's hands to make sure that everything goes according to the way it is supposed to go for whatever procedure they're doing. Yeah, Lisa's mom is on the mend and is getting stronger every day. Thank you all for your thoughts and prayers. And you know that they absolutely are so grateful for everything, for all the prayers. Tim, I didn't plant more, Tamara. They just popped up. Oh, dang it. I must have missed something that Nanny Tim said. Darn it, Nanny Tim. I'm so sorry. You know, I hate doing that because I hate when when I plant something, when I say something and somebody misses it. Let's see. I cleaned out my carrots a few weeks ago. 3 days of rain. Holy cow, more carrots jumped up. Oh my gosh, that's amazing, Nanny Tam. Wow, I'm getting them all worked up because yesterday was quiet time here inside the house because I went and got the new duckies yesterday. And the people in the post office, they love to hear they're calling you, hey, guess what? No, of course, she said, your chicks are here. And I said, I hope it's not chicks. It's supposed to be ducks. So she goes, well, there's a box and it's chirping. So we'll put it that way. So I ran up there to get them. So yesterday was quiet time. Um, I wanted to give them time to get acclimated in their brooder that we used for the other ducks as well, using the same one, same water, different food bowl. Cause I learned a thing or two from the first batch. So anyways, yeah, yesterday was quiet time in here, so that they could get acclimated, learn to drink, make sure they knew where the food was. And I got a couple of funny stories. So anyways, we'll get to that as soon as we get done saying hello. And I was going to go back and see what Tamara said. Oh, she said, awesome, Nene Tam. And then Nanny Tam was like, I didn't do it. God did that. I threw the seed in there and thought it went, but it turns out more came back. Let's see. Yes, Tamara, thank you so much. Continued prayers for Lisa's mom, Teresa Jukowitz, Dana Maston, Christy's brother-in-law, everyone. Thank you, Tamara, for keeping me on track with that too. So I make sure that I can remember all of them. Carotid artery blockage. Oh my goodness. So that would be like putting a stent in, hopefully. My brother had that surgery, my older brother, who that was like 25 years ago, 30 years ago. He had that surgery. He had a stent put in, actually had 3. And I think the worst part about it was at the recovery afterwards, he had to lay absolutely flat the whole time for like 12 hours or something like that. He had a migraine. It was torture for him. It really was. I mean, that was the worst part about it, to be honest with you. Because of course he was asleep during the surgery. The recovery part was pretty easy. It was just that initial, when he came out, of having to lay still, having a migraine, not being able to do anything. It was really hard for him. Nanny Tam said, praying for all. So many people need prayers, especially in this community. Much love and prayer. Yes, absolutely. Jesse said, prayers lifted for your 3-year-old brother-in-law, Christy. Yeah, everybody's lifting him up in prayer. That's awesome. She said, thank you for the prayers. He and my sister have been married 58 years. What? Holy cow. They have been married almost as long as I have been alive, 1 year shy. That is crazy. What an awesome testimony to marriage and love. Um, she said it's in his neck. Okay. Well, we'll definitely keep him in prayer. Wow, 58 years, such a blessing. Yeah, that's what, me too. I'm saying that too. I think she's trying to say carotid artery that's in the neck. Okay. All right. So I'm down to the bottom. We got 20 people in here. So let's bring on the newest additions to Not for Nothing Homestead, and I will tell you their names and why. So everybody, well, and Jesse already blurted out the other news that I had on my notes to give you guys, which is Elliot is now the newest member of the outdoor crew. So Ellie is now Elliot. So and if I keep calling him a her, forgive me. It's going to take me a while to get used to the fact that there's another dude out there. All three of the new chicks are female. Now, I told you Metzler Farm was very good about making all of this right. So I'm really happy about that. I told you last week about, they said that they would give me one magpie and two hatchery choice. I got one magpie and the other two are different kinds of ducks. So I'll tell you what kind of ducks they are and as we go through. But so the first one, come here, you. Wow, yesterday, y'all were slow-mo. Okay. So, oh, let me take this down. Oh, where are you going? You stop. Let me take down the comments so I can see you. Yes, you're so sweet. Okay. So this is the replacement magpie, and they are so tiny. And I'm talking, oh, okay, good thing I'm on a table, right? So I'm talking, so she wants to turn around and she wants to look at me. So she is so sweet. She's going to grow up and she's going to end up looking like, she's kind of going to be looking, she doesn't have the beak that Trey has, all dark, but she does have some going down the middle of her nose. She's so super sweet. Wow, she is hyper. Guys, these things were not this hyper yesterday, okay? They were 1 day old or 2 or 3 days old, and they were just sitting there. And I was kind of worried about one of them, but not so much anymore. Oh, you must have some water on your beak because you just flipped and got water all over my face. So this is Hannah. Okay. Now I named her Hannah for because my family heritage, which believe it or not is Irish. Yeah, I know. Shocker, right? And Hannah is a popular Irish name for girls. Yes. Show them your beautiful face, Miss Hannah. And Hannah, the meaning of the name is grace. So I thought that was really sweet because I just think it's super sweet. And I'm so glad for, God giving me grace to raise these animals. So this is my little Hannah, and that's where that comes from. All right. So Miss Hannah is going, she's all nice and snuggled in my hand. Look at that. Pretty soon she won't be able to fit in my hand. It's not going to take long. Oh, you do? I didn't know that, Johnny. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Virginia. How are you? Now that she's calmed down in my hand, I can scroll through the chat a little bit. Oh, Nanny Tim said, oh, my heart's so precious. Yeah, they're so sweet. And they're, whoa, come here, you little stinker. And they're getting to where they do that thing where they fall asleep and they go like that. It's so funny. All right. Say bye. Hannah, say bye. Okay, there's Hannah. Okay. So next up, I have the two hatchery choice ducks that I got and I was happy about the one thing that they listened to what I said, because my point was to get egg layers. That was my that was the research that I did. That was what I wanted them for, was for eggs. Um, she said, love that. What did he say? You didn't come with a 4-leaf clover, Ginger. No, I didn't. I did not. But you got your lucky charm, right? That was Megan. That's your lucky charm. Ginger, you should know how to make them all DIY diapers by now. Yes, Jesse sent me, but that's for a bigger duck. I'd have to get like little mini bags. So Hannah is a jumper. Yes, she is. Dagnabbit, Ginger. Gingy, hold on to Hannah, would you? I know, right? Hello, everyone. I'm traveling and I can't tag. So Johnny wants to make sure that you guys know that he can't tag, but he's saying hello. Excuse me. Christy said, I do that too. Fall asleep like that, do you? Okay. Maybe a time or two I do that too if I'm watching a TV show, watching TV shows. Okay. So next up is this. Okay. Come on there. This is a cayuga duck. Okay. They are, if you look them up, oh man, she's a jumper this morning too. They are absolutely, their coloring is so beautiful. So she is not going to stay all black like she is now. They change into turquoise. They have some beautiful purplish lavender that come, some feathers that come out, some royal blue colored feathers that come out. Where do you think you're going, ma'am? You can't go anywhere. Not just yet. No, you want to say good morning to everybody. Her little belly's wet because she's been in there playing in the water. She didn't get in it, but she's been playing. So the cayuga, her name is Lena. Now, this is because where that came from is Lisa at Lazy Days Ahead. Her heritage is Polish and German. Okay. And Lena in Polish or German means bright, shining light. Oh, look, and she calmed down just in time. She's like, yeah, I'm going to be the light of your life, and I'm going to give you the run, a run for your money. Her little neck is so wet. I need a paper towel to wipe her off. But she is so sweet. Now, she is the one that yesterday when I got them home, she is actually the smallest, or she was yesterday. But she was, I'm sure because of the journey in the box, in the cardboard box, that she was just a little, hey, Dawn. Hey, Dawn Ray B is in here. Where do you get these unusual ducks? From Metzler Farms. They have a lot that you can choose from. And they give you information about each and every duck, what they're good for, if they're hyper, if they're good with people, if they're good at egg layers, all of those things. Isn't she so sweet? It's hard to see when her eyes are open too, but they're open now because she is like, listen, after I was worried about her and then I, did the little dunk her head in the water and I took the food over and I dunked her head in the food. I had to do that a couple times because I felt like she just wasn't getting it. Well, then last night I was watching, I think it was Wendy, and I came over to check them. And I'm going to tell you, this was her food, water, food, water. 30 minutes she did that non-stop. So she was like, I got to catch up. I got to look. She's nibbling on. Can you see her nibbling on my hand? Lisa, tell your bird to stop biting me, okay? No, it doesn't hurt. You guys know it doesn't hurt. Okay. Lena does not want to stay. Look at her. She picks the fattiest part of your hand to kind of torture you. Okay. All right. You ready to go back in there with your buddies? Look. You are a mischievous little thing. Yes, you are. Okay. There you go. So that's Miss Lena. So far we have Hannah and we have Lena. So the last one. Here you go. Okay. So this one is a runner or a ruin duck. Okay. And again, all three of these are good egg layers. So I'm very glad that, what is going on with you guys? Guys, they were not like this yesterday. Okay. I'm telling, hey, Penny, how are you? Oh, as I've told you before, there is no L in Metzler. Okay, Metzer Farms. Sorry, Metzer. Thank you, Jesse, for keeping me on track. Now look, so this is Dakota, and she is going to be called Coda for short. Oh, and she's biting me too. So now, as we know, Christine, Mrs. Gillum Farms, is Native American. So, in honor of that, Dakota in Native American, and I hope I did my research correctly. And Johnny, if I didn't, please correct me. Dakota means friend. So, this is, we're going to call her Coda. So, there you go. And that is for Christine. And isn't she so pretty? She is, again, they didn't say which, if it was a runner or a ruin, and it's ROU. I'll spell it particularly, but Joseph absolutely loves Christine's duck because she looks like Batman. You know, she's got a mask on. He said, Mom, that's my favorite. I love her. So we have Coda, Hannah, and Lena. So isn't that awesome? So those are the names that I have chosen for the new ducklings. And hopefully they'll be able to go out and go back. She's chewing on my finger. She's so sweet. They're so sweet, guys. I love ducks. I just can't tell you how much ducks make me happy. They're so sweet. Yes, you're a sweet girl. You're a sweet girl with a little mask on. Yes. So, all right, I'm going to put her back in here. So, again, and nobody pooped on me. Yay! Nobody pooped on my hand. Isn't that great? Okay, so the information from Metzer. Sorry, I know Jesse wants to hit me upside the back of the head. Ruin is ROUEN. So it's black with yellow stripes by the eyes. So maybe she is. Well, it says slender, more upright stance. And both of those could qualify, whether she's a ruin or a runner. So I'm not exactly sure which one she is. But again, those two extras were hatchery choice. So yes, Coda, Hannah, and Lena. Very good. Thank you, Jesse. There you go. There are the newest little girls here on Not For Nothing Homestead. Yes, everything. Will you put a whiteboard up of all these farm animal names so I can remember in case we need a name change again? No, you'll be able to figure it out. Penny, if I did not say hello to you, I think I did because I think I saw it really quick. But hello to you, Penny. I hope you are doing good. She needs prayers as well, guys, recovering from her fall. Luana's daddy's dog was named Dakota. I call him Coda Bear. Oh, Knucklehead, etc. Yeah, I used to do that with Rainy too. I would call her several names outside her given name because she would be a little mischievous sometimes. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I did try to put a lot of thought into their names. Yesterday, I spent the afternoon I know, I dropped another one. I know that's what that's for, Tamara. Keep me in line, girl. Keep me in line. I spent a lot of time mulling over what I wanted to do as far as, the names and what I wanted to name them. I wanted to make sure that their names meant something. So anyways, Penny said yesterday I wore my high heels using my walker into my appointment. Mouth dropped. Are you kidding me, Penny? What are you doing in high heels? You just fell and you're trying to recover. Mischievous fits Lisa Lena to a T. I know, right? She's trying to jump around and run away. Christy said, LOL, I've never worn high heels. I'm 5'11". And Christy, you would have no reason to wear high heels, right? Yep. And Tamara put it up too. Hannah, Lena, and Coda. Yes. Let's see. Yes, it kind of does look like eyeliner, doesn't it, Nanny Tam? It kind of looks like that. Hello, Arlene. I think I said hello to you. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Good morning and hello. The ducks got me a little distracted. You know, it doesn't take much for me to have a little bit of a squirrel moment. I can barely remember your name. Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse you? You might want to recite it in your sleep there. As Foghorn Leghorn would say, pay attention, boy. There's no L in Metzer. See, I got it right that time, Jesse. I don't know. I said it that way for so long. It's hard for me to go back. You know, it's that muscle memory, and I'm losing all that. So wait till you hit 68, Joey. You will probably go through every name on the farm before you get the right one. Yeah. Well, we used to do that with the kids anyways, Christy, because we have 4. So, anyways, we would go through all. The easiest one was Megan because she was the only girl. But the boys, we would go through, and then sometimes we would even call Megan RJ or RJ Megan or Joe or John or something like that. So, but anyways, we were doing that 20 years ago. I am going nowhere without my high heels, Penny said. Jesse did say that you were short, that you were tiny little thing. You did Ginger TY. Huh? I'm not sure what that means. You did, Ginger. Thank you. Oh, I did say hello to you. Okay. I'm sorry. Thank you. Heels, Penny. I go nowhere without my whole foot. Oh, Jesse, you're being funny. Funny. So, anyways, that is my exciting news for this week. I'm going to be honest, I did not think that I was going to get replacement. I mean, I was very happy with how they made things right with, after 6 months of thinking Ellie was Ellie, a female duck, and waiting for her to lay some eggs, and then realizing when that drake feather came in and Joey really picked up on, she's not laying eggs. And I see that drake feather, which looks very similar to the one that Toby has. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then after a further review of the duck cam that we put in there, like we borrowed one of the deer cams, put it in the duck pen. She never ever laid an egg. Then we're like, the drake feathers came in more. And I'm like, yeah, she's a dude. That's not a girl. That's a guy. So I'm glad after 6 months of having her that they did make it right. And I'm so happy, but I really did not think that they would come this quick. I'll be honest with you, because I just contacted them last week. So I would highly recommend, if you want to order ducks or chicks, if you're wanting to try a new place or you've never, ordered before, they do, if you buy them sexed, which is extra to get specifically what you want, then if something does happen, at least you know that they will make it right. They will stand behind it, and they do guarantee that. My brother and the dog were the only boys. One day, Mama told Fuzzy Dog to put Steve in the basement. That's funny. I like that. I've done some weird things like that too. Poor Elliot has a huge job to tend to. Yes, absolutely. Ginger needs to do a shout out video from Metzer Farms to show appreciation for them making it right. Yes, absolutely. I do. You're right, Jesse. I should do that. And again, when I ordered the original 3, it was a month and a half before I could get them. That was the quickest time for the ones that I chose. Because again, they have on their website, when you go there, you can choose what duck you want, and then it'll tell you when those ducks will be hatching, so you'll know when you can get them. So the fact that they already had some hatching, they were going to make this right. I was expecting maybe a month. I'd have to at least wait because duck eggs are a little bit longer than chicken eggs if you're trying to hatch them. Trust me, I've looked this up because I'm going to hatch my own. They are 28 days. And that's, chickens are 21 days. So these are 28 days. So I thought at least it's going to be a month away before I get new ones. And no, I mean, they made it right. And not only did they make it right, but they also made it happen quick. So super excited for that. And I give them all the props for that. Thank you, Jesse, for dropping their link because, again, they did real good. And they have a very wide variety of chicks and ducks and stuff that you can buy for them, like their water. They have a Vitamix thing that has, is it Nycium? Is what the ducks need a little bit more than chickens do. So they have this special water stuff that you can buy, and it lasts a really long time. So I bought that for the initial first set of ducks. Something started happening with Elliot's leg a while back. See, don't you like that? I got it already. It was Ellie then. Anyways, she was limping. And so, I mean, after Joey and I both were doing lots of research and trying to see what was going on, they said that what that special vitamin that was in the water mix, I remembered the name of it, was a deficiency would cause, some limping. I didn't see any injury. There was nothing wrong with her paddle. Everything was just fine. So that's why I couldn't figure out, why is she limping? What did she do? Or what happened? What's going on? I mixed that mixture up because you only have to do it for like the first month. And again, the package that you get is a large package and it makes a lot because it's got a little teeny scooper and you just put one scoop into a gallon of water. So I had plenty left over. So I mixed up a couple of gallons of it, gave it to them in their water, or used that for their water for the next probably 4 or 5 days. And I'm going to tell you, the recovery was remarkable. She was not limping. She was running, jumping in that pool, paddling around in the pool. And Elliot, see, I told you I was going to revert, doing great after that. So whatever that vitamin is, and I'm pretty sure it's niacin, maybe she was deficient in that or something happened, but it helped her recover. So I still had that left over. So of course the new chicks are getting that. The new ducks, not the new chicks. The new ducks are getting that. So I'm really excited about this. This my new little adventure here, which I only wanted 3 ducks to start with, but now I have 6. So I have 4 girls, hopefully, and 2 boys, and that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I shout out McMurray Hatchery each time I get chicks. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I think Metzer is close to me. I think they're in like Tennessee or something. And I have a feeling that's why when I get my shipment, it gets here so quickly. Um, so anyways, but I'm very happy with them as well. I've only bought birds local or hatched so far, and I had only done that too. I had only bought from the feed store actually, and I'd seen some in Tractor Supply, but Tractor Supply, when you go there, they don't really have, they're like, this is just, Easter eggers, or we don't know what these are. These are just general egg laying ducks. And so, or egg laying chicks. So to get a specific brand, sometimes you need to go to like some sort of hatchery. So that's another reason why I like them, because you can get those specialty ones that you like. Wait, you're gonna hatch your own, Ginger? Are you on the nest? No. I couldn't sit that long, Jesse. Are you kidding me? Those girls put in some work. All right. They sit on them eggs all day long and they get up to eat and drink 1 time a day. Do you think I can sit for that long? No. Hello. Aren't we related? I am not sitting on my fanny that long. I got things to do. I got chores. I got stuff I want to get done. So that's not happening. Let's see. Ginger, do they only have ducks or do they have other waterfowl? Um, you know what? I think they have more than just, I mean, they have chickens, I mean, the types of chickens is way bigger than the types of ducks. But they've got chickens, they've got ducks. Um, I think they've got turkeys, they've got geese, and I'm not sure what else they have. I'm not sure if they have like pheasants or guineas or anything like that, but they probably do because apparently they're quite a large hatchery. Um, how did I know you were going to comment on that, Jesse? Because we know how his mind works, and that's a scary place to be in Jesse's mind. Try dealing with a broody guinea hen makes broody chickens look easy. Oh, I bet. I bet. I have never had any guineas. I have heard crazy things about guineas and how loud they are. Um, it looks like Metzer specializes in ducks. Yes, they do. They do very well with ducks for sure. I'm not sure. I didn't look outside that. I actually went based on Trey, VC Family Homestead. I think they had ordered ducks from there before. And that was just one of the first ones. Now, I did look at a couple, but I do think I do remember that through all the research that I did, that I liked the choice, the large variety that they had of ducks. And that's the reason why I went with Metzer. Nanny, you've been stalking me way too long now, girl. Vitamets. Thank you. Niacin. Niacin contains the exact amount of niacin required for healthy leg development to prevent or treat niacin deficiency. Yes. And ducks get 22% for about a week. Now, this is from Sarah and Kevin at Somebody Help Me. You know who I'm talking about. They've taken a break from YouTube right now. Kevin and Sarah. Oh, gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. Somebody say it. I know you know who I'm talking about. I think they live in Arkansas. Oh, pooey. Anyways, they need 22% feed for like the first week and then a week or two. And then you drop it to 18% for like a month. And then you go down to like the 16%. The reason for that is if you keep them on the 22%, there's a chance that they can get something which is called angel wing. And what that is the bird's wing will grow, like it will go out because they have so much protein. It goes out and it stays that way. It won't go down. It just stays up all the time when they walk around. Their wing stays up. So Kevin and Sarah, dadgummit. Jesse, did you figure it out? Did somebody figure it out in there? Living Traditions. Thank you very much. Yes, anytime. Jesse, yes, Kevin and Sarah from Living Traditions. Go watch Kevin's video if you did. I mean, I did a lot of research before I got ducks, guys. I watched a lot of videos. I talked to quite a few people or asked them questions in chats and stuff like that. And I think if you're going to be a good steward of your farm animals, that is the best thing to do is to do your research, know them, and then problem solving will be much easier because you'll recall some of the things that people have said in videos. Oh, this happened, this happened. I always know, when somebody tells me do this and do it like this, if they're very adamant about it, I'm like, okay, why? And I'm not doing it to be disrespectful, but you can tell that they're adamant and there's a reason behind it, because if you don't do it this way, there's a negative consequence. So that's why I love that Kevin said, gave the whole, showed all of it. If you don't do it this way and you give them too much protein when they're that young, but they do need that jump start, just like chicks need, that crumble. that's got 20 to 22% protein in the beginning to get them going. Ducks need that too, but if they get too much, and I think it's because they grow so much faster than chicks do. I'm telling you, these things. Well, if you guys have been watching Trey, VC Family Homestead, she just got ducks like 2 weeks ago, and they're now like this big. I mean, they grow so fast. And so I think that's why you ingest too much protein in them in the very beginning. They develop that angel wing, which is, just they're walking around like this all day. And who wants to do that, as Jesse would say? Um, Let's see. On the nest means, are you expecting or pregnant? No, I am not. I'm a little past that age, Jesse. Ducks, geese, turkeys. Yes. I'm assuming that they do have all of those. I'm window shopping now. Thanks, Ginger. Well, hopefully, if you go with them, they, Dawn, I was happy with the shipping, with the notification that they gave me, the notice, and they were spot on. They sent me an email and said, ducks that hatch on Monday, ship on Monday. And although your post office will tell you that they're going to be there like 3 days out, like Thursday, they won't. They'll expect them on Wednesday. Make sure you're ready on Wednesday. It's 2-day delivery. And they were spot on. I followed the tracking number that they gave me. I put it in so that USPS would send me notifications, and got a notification Monday that they were shipped out. Tuesday, got another notification that said that, they had been, they were moving through the Postal Service, telling me where they were. Then late Tuesday night, I got a notification that said they were going to be here today, Thursday. And I said, no, that's not what Metzer told me. I almost did it again, Jesse. And they're spot on, because the post office called me yesterday morning, and said, morning too, I'm talking like 9, and said, your ducks are here. Or she said, your chicks are here. So their communication is just spot on. If you have to, I didn't ever call them. I always emailed them. The morning I started my email chain, they were back with me within 30 minutes. I mean, the communication line is absolutely fantastic. I love that about them, because if I have a problem that I need to solve, I want to get it. I'm that kind of person that I'd like to get it solved now and not 3 days from now. Some places it's just not that possible to do it that fast, but anyways, they're going to do whatever they can to make things right if something does go wrong. So again, shipping was great. Communication was spot on. Variety was great. Health of the birds, 2 shipments now, and I've not lost any birds. And a lot of people, that's common to do that. You'll lose a bird or two, and none. I have nothing bad to say about them. I have nothing but glowing, reports about the health of the birds that I've gotten. They are true to what they are, except, the sexing incident, and that I'm sure that's going to happen. People make mistakes. You can't get all freaked out. Ginger of 30 years ago would have been off the rails mad, but, everybody's human. So you got to allow for that, and just, hope that they're going to make it right. And, the spirit is going to move through them and say, you know what, we need to make this right. I remember you and I talking about wanting ducks a long time ago. I still haven't gotten ducks. Christy, come on, pull the trigger, girl. They have a minimum of 3 duck order. That was me. I was like, okay, I'm just a baby duck farmer right now. So if I want to get as many ducks as I have chickens, which I have almost 20 chickens, then but I'm going to start small. And I did. And Christy, you love them. You will love them. But yes, I mean, we were talking like 2 years ago, and I want to say it was VC Family Homestead, either in Survival Seeds or one of their music nights or something. We were talking about ducks, what kind, that we both wanted ducks. And And they're just a joy. They're a joy to have around. Study your animals so you can be the good shepherd. John 10:11. There you go. Absolutely. See, that's what I'm saying. Bowen knows. As Foghorn Leghorn would say, okay, you said it again. You already said that once, Jesse. You don't need to keep saying it. Okay. I gotta, train my brain, which is very, very hard to do sometimes. And we have to remember sexing chicks of any type is hard. We have to have grace. Yes. Thank you, Bowen. That is the reason why uh, old Ginger would have, like I said, been off the rails. Now, I was very firm, excuse me, with what I was saying, but I wasn't going all bananas and disrespectful and being somebody who's just out there crazy about it. I was just like, look, this is what happened. And, maybe we can figure out a way that you guys can make this right. Metzer has hatcheries in Tennessee and California. Okay, so that's what I thought, because the tracking originated in Tennessee. Oh my gosh. Okay, if I can very quietly turn this camera to where you guys can see. Be very quiet. Nope, they already moved. They were all three, like all huddled down, snuggled down, sleeping. They were about to go to sleep. I'm telling you, they are keen. You just one little tap, and they're all three up and running around now. It was much different yesterday. Yesterday, like I said, was the first day. It was the quiet day. It was I'm settling into my new home. And I mean, I just got out of an egg that I'd been sitting in for a month that was really nice and cozy. And now this. So, anyways, today is a different story. I feel like they've grown from an infant to a toddler in 24 hours. They're so amazing though, guys. So, anyways, that's my super fun news for the week, and I'm so happy about it, and happy with everything that has transpired from them. And Christy, get ducks, girl, get ducks. You're gonna love them. Now, I'm gonna tell you, their poop is not like chicken poop. Chicken poop is like, kind of in a small area. Would you just do your research, do a lot of videos, because ducks can projectile poop. Now, I don't think they're doing it on purpose to make anybody mad or upset. It's just sometimes how they do. So, I mean, hopefully you saw the short of Toby on the side of the pool when I was filling it. And I just did it because he just went, I was like, dude, why did you do that? But it's very easy to rinse off. Yes, I do have a short, Nanny Tim. Excuse me. It's very easy to rinse off or rinse down. And they have so much personality. I just love them. And I feel like for me, they're a little more loving than chickens are. I guess it's how you raise them and how much time you spend with them. I did try to spend a lot of time with my chickens. And Friendly Fran is one that is really very sweet. But the rest of them, and then Shem, Shem is my dude. I love him, and I can go in and pick him up and he'll love on me. But the rest of them don't want crap to do with me. This is my Halloween shirt. See all my chickens? It says chick or treat. See the chickens on there in their Halloween costumes? Jesse said, what's on your shirt? And that I am ready for Halloween. This is as dressed up as I'm going to get, guys. I got my chicken shirt on. And of course, it's got to be a chicken shirt, right? Chick or treat. Pretty cool. 3/4 sleeve because Lisa has reintroduced me to these at Lazy Days Ahead because she loves them. And when it's a little brisk and cool outside, I constantly pushing up the long sleeves. And if it's a flannel, then you got to roll it. And most of the time it falls out and whatever. So 3/4 sleeves is perfect for this weather. So yeah. Oh, thank you guys. Yes, I love my trick or treat shirt. It's pretty cool. I love this one. Look at her witch's hat. And you look at your chickens, and some of them actually look at you like that. Like, I'm coming for you this time, lady. This time you come in, I'm gonna peck your ankle, and don't you forget it. And you're like, "Whoa, okay, pump your brakes. I'm bigger than you. Don't make me play chicken soccer. I don't want to do that today." Thank you, guys. Speaking of Halloween, Nanny Tam says we might actually get trick or treaters this year for the first time in over 30 years. Yes, because you have moved. And that, that used to be pretty cool. I used to love, giving candy out to the trick or treaters. And then the kids got a little bit bigger and they didn't want to go trick or treating anymore. And so they wanted to give candy out to the kids. It's really a lot of fun. I like it. It's sad because yesterday I went to the post office to pick up the ducks and they had a trick or treat bowl out there, or like, a candy bowl right at the front desk. So it's, adult level, not child level. It's adult level. On it, it says limit 2. Now, the fact that we have to put that on that somebody just wouldn't take one and not be greedy and take the whole bucket. I just thought, it's kind of sad that we have to actually put that on uh something these days to tell people to do the right thing. Don't take 20. These are actually for the kids. It's again, the post office, the counter is like really tall. So anyways, bus driver who gave me a ride to town this week was yelling at my birds saying, "Get back, do they bite?" I could barely keep a straight face. I know, and you're thinking, "Are you really afraid of chickens?" I mean, come on, you can catch them. Yeah. Now roosters, they got spurs, and that's a whole different story. I love my Shim, and I can handle Shim, and he's good with me. Trunks, on the other hand, he and I just kind of have a mutual respect that he can walk over there when I come in the pen and he looks at me and I'm like, "Not today." And he'll walk away. And so, as long as we keep that mutual respect, he and I will be fine. The minute he comes for me, I guess we'll be having chicken soup that night or something. I don't know. You can't have them coming for you like that because that is not a cohesive and happy uh, place to go in. So yeah, that's when you need to start like thinning the herd when you've got aggressive chickens. But that is too funny that like, are they going to bite me? So many people just don't know chickens very well. I was like, "Oh man, I need to buy some candy maybe, better to be prepared anytime than not be prepared and then knock on the door and you're like, "Here's an apple." Because, some kids don't want an apple. We haven't seen trick-or-treaters since October of 2019. Really? Wow, that is quite a while. Um, that is so funny. Chrissy said, "I chased one rooster with my nanny's iron skillet." That's too funny. And I can picture that. I can picture people doing that because I have seen them. I have seen them online get really aggressive with people. Again, being a good steward of your animals to take care of them, you need to learn about them. So I have watched, roosters online go after people. And I don't know if you guys remember Al. He was my first big rooster. And that's pretty much what happened with him. He came after me. And not only did he come after me once, but he came after me twice within like a 20-minute period. And the first time he cut me, he got me with his spur. It cut me, drew blood. I came back in the house, doctored myself up, and he was wandering in the yard. I went back to get him again, and he looked me dead in my face, and I knew what was coming next, and he came for me. I dodged him, but he came for me. And so you just can't have that. You can't have aggressive like that when you have to be in the pen with them. I hate me flogging Rooster. Put him in a pot. Ruby, Ruby Fuse. I hate me a flogging rooster. Let's put him in a pot. Yeah, okay, that's got to be a quote from a movie or something. I'm gonna have to look that up. Um, so, anyways, guys, we're at an hour. We've done a lot of chitty chatting about the new ducklings, and hopefully, we have coerced or convinced some people in here to go ahead and order some ducks if they want a variety of things. Duck eggs, the duck eggs are very good. I'm going to tell you, I use them, I hard boiled them. I haven't had any scrambled yet because I have so many chicken eggs that I'm trying to get used up. But um, I haven't scrambled them yet, but I hard boiled a huge batch of them and used them in salads. Oh man, they hold up so much better than chicken eggs in a salad. The whites, you know how sometimes you'll get the white that's like floppy, and even though you know it's done, it's not. It just doesn't hold up that well in egg salad, or and if you put hard boiled eggs in your chicken salad, and dice it up. It doesn't dice up real well. Duck eggs hold together so good. And I made buttermilk pancakes with one of the duck eggs. And man, was that good. Those were nice, fluffy, delicious. And I used some la vencedora as well. And they were absolutely delicious. And I've heard from Trey and actually several other people that the duck eggs are really good for baking. So, anyways, and baking season is coming, people. You do have to know the um, conversion, because I don't think it's egg to egg as far as conversion, because duck eggs have 30% more protein than chicken eggs. So I don't think the ratio in baking is easy. I mean, is as easy as one duck egg equals one chicken egg. You have to do the ratio. Um, Football kicking practice, yes. Ginger, do you play music in your duck and chicken coop? One of the funniest things to do for me is watching my chickens dance to the music. No, I haven't. Of course, I'm always singing when I'm running around here. So, Cold Mountain Movie, Penny, they probably get a little bit of music out of me, but no, I haven't done that. I'll have to do that. I have a hen named Atilia. She behaves now. Oh, yeah. Attila. Ginger needs to change her name to Chit and Chat. Yakity Yak, y'all talk back. Yeah, probably. I mean, I used to do crafts all the time. I still do crafts, but it's usually on when I'm not online. If you can hold them upside down by their legs, they change their attitude, don't they? That's the truth. And that's the best way to catch them, too, is get down low, grab those back two legs from behind, or the two legs. Sorry, not back two legs. Just grab them from the back, flip them up like that, and then lay them in your arm and pull them close to your chest. And as soon as you pull them close to your chest, they're like, okay, all right, I'll come down. But if you hang them upside down, all the blood rushes to their head. And so they're like, so they do calm down quite a bit if they're being cantankerous or something like that. Thank you, Ginger. This was fun. As always, much love, prayers for all. See you all on Homestead Hangout. Have a blessed day, everyone. Yes. My granddaughters, my granddaughter sang to my chickens. Oh, that's so sweet. Christy, I want to see that on a short. That would be so sweet. Yes, so tonight's Homestead Hangout starts with Gillum Farms at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can start over there. Excuse me. And I do not know if Scott is going live. Thank you, Jesse. He's a great live, sissy. I don't know if Scott's doing his procrastination Thursday or not, but it usually goes on at noon. So go over there and check him out if he is. Tilla would jump up and peck my head. She doesn't now. Good thing Chrissy said, this is going to be one of those learning lessons. Okay. You're going to learn the lesson. I'm going to teach the lesson. So Jesse dropped the link. If you want to go over to Gillum Farms, make sure your notifications are on so that you can make sure you get notified for tonight's live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So anyways, guys, have a great day. God bless you. We love you guys. Don't forget, it's Coda, Hannah, and Lena. Okay, those are the new ducks. Love you guys. Bye. Oh, Procrastination Thursday with Scott. Yep, he's already got a link up. So, all right, guys. Bye. Checking their little duck.